So you're thinking about going after some FSBOs this week. That's a good plan. In this video, I'm going to share with you the #1 rule for all for sale by owners, how to call them, and the best alternative to calling them if you don't want to use the phone. And at the end, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do to get them to finally pull the trigger to work with you and not some other agent. So do make sure and stay until the end, and let's jump into it. Hi, I'm Nat Wallen. I've been listing and selling for sale by owners here in Charleston, South Carolina since 1995, and I launched this Realtor Springboard channel to put good stuff into the web to help us all collaborate and be better real estate professionals. So whether you're just getting started or if you've been doing it for a while, thanks for being here. Now, before I get into what I call the FSBO dance, two quick things. First, this video is hosted by the Bella Ruby CRM. It is the best one in the industry, and as of the time of making this video, it's totally free, which is even better because, well, we get nickeled and dimed way too much in this business. So there's a link in the description, and while you're there, do make sure to subscribe to the channel and click the little bell to get notified of next week's listing tip. And secondly, this video is part 1 of a 10 video series on how to get listings in real estate. Now, each video is 6 to 10 minutes, give or take, and we cover topics like listing expireds without having to cold call, and digital farming, and even how to list homes at garage sales. So make sure to see the links in the description and binge them all if you have time. You'll sell more homes if you do. Okay, FSBOs. I used to think that these were just people that did not value my service. I viewed their FSBO sign as them planting their flag saying, I don't need you, I don't want you, I'm doing this alone. But I found that while every for sale by owner is the same, they're also all a little different. Some are headstrong and they lead with, I know how to sell homes, so don't mess with me. And some are living in the past because, well, they sold a home themselves in 2005 when anybody with a pulse could sell a house. And some don't know anything at all about selling a home, and some are just testing the waters to see if they can get lucky. And yes, we've all heard the overcoming objection techniques that most trainers preach, like, you wouldn't build your own bridge to cross the river if you weren't an engineer, would you? Or, you wouldn't perform surgery on yourself, would you? Why would you sell your own home? Well, in my opinion, those are ridiculous. And I think in today's modern environment, statements like that are seen as pushy or worse, salesy. And look, I am no real estate guru. I'm not a coach either. This video is not about scripts and tips and tricks. It's about the psychology of dealing with for sale by owners. I'm a practitioner. I've done this a lot. And it's, like I said, it's about the psychology of dealing with people that want to sell their home on their own, and it's about being genuine. So working with for sale by owners, it's a dance. Sometimes we have to lead, and sometimes we just have to follow. And there are 3 possible outcomes here. #1, they sell it themselves. Captain Obvious here, I know. 2, they list with you. Or 3, they list with someone else. And you can approach them 2 different ways. First, you can call them. Now, I've called thousands and listed maybe hundreds. You definitely cannot list them all. It is a numbers game. And just like we have scripts, well, they do too. And they'll ask you if you have someone, and they'll tell you they'll pay you 3% if you bring a buyer. And when this happens, and it definitely will, you never want to mislead them by telling them you have a buyer unless you actually do. Because if you show up at their home and you don't, and they think that you're just trying to trick them to get in the door so you can give them a listing presentation, they're not going to like you. They're not going to like realtors after 2 or 3 times, and that's when they get angry on the phone. So instead, just be genuine. Try to get on their side. Empathize with them. Make them understand that you realize they're being bothered by a bunch of realtors. And what you're trying to do in this whole process is just separate yourself from the herd. So ask them questions about their home instead. Let them talk. Tell them it sounds nice. Just kind of slide this in there. Just get into a conversation and then just ask them if you can see it. Say, it sounds like a great place. Can I come take a look? Be friendly. This will take you a lot of places. It'll open a lot of doors. And your only goal on the call here is really to meet them in person. And when you're there, well, you just want to continue with that and make sure that you're just engaging with them on a positive note. So ask them lots of questions: maintenance costs, what changes they made, what they were doing when they bought it, were they married, did they have children. Carry a notebook, take notes. That shows that you're professional and you're diligent and you're interested, and it will again set you apart from other people. And while you're walking through, you really do want to try to find out two things. First off, where are they going? And second, how did they price their home and what do they hope to get out of it? You want to try to find out their bottom line without being too pushy. So if they say they're moving out of state, for example, find out where. Find out why. Gathering intel is the key to getting them to hire you. So you want to look for their emotional reason. In addition to their bottom line, this is really more important, is find out why they're moving. Are they moving to be closer to their children, or did they get a job promotion? Is it a divorce sale? Tell them, regardless of what you say, that you've helped many empty nesters, or you've helped many people that are moving for a job, or people that are separating, and that you can help them if they ever need it. And the key here is don't apply pressure. Just ask them if you can share different ways you can help if and when the time is right. And the reason I say don't go for the jugular on day one is because all for sale by owners, they're like a light switch. On day one, which is when you should be meeting with them, they're confident and they're determined. But on day 10 or 20, well, they're starting to doubt themselves. And at that point, the switch flips and they might hire you if you handle it right. So again, option one is you can call them. Now, don't talk price on the phone. Don't talk commission. Don't try to talk them into listing with you. It will never work. Just try to meet them face to face. Now, hold on one second. Let me find a clip of my first broker. This is from another video on the channel. I think this will help. Let me show you Sheila. Oh, there she is. Hey, Sheila.
Nat, what are you doing here? You should be working.
Well, I'm making a video.
Well, you should be face to face with people, not making videos. That's how you earn money, and that's how you sell real estate.
Well, I know, but I mean, it's Sunday, so I'm just
You don't
making a
work
video.
on Sundays anymore? You're that good?
Well, no, but I'm just making a video to help agents, that's all.
Oh, well, if you're going to help other people, that's good. You never used to do that.
Oh, well, thanks. Good to see you.
Good seeing you. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so that's Sheila, and she's right. You do have to be face-to-face to be in real estate. That's where relationships form. That's where you can set yourself apart, and face-to-face is ultimately where you'll get hired. Okay, we talked about what to do on the phone, but what if you don't want to call them? What if that's out of your comfort zone? Well, that's okay. Calling FSBOs is out of most people's comfort zone, and this is a good thing. There's actually very little competition. So if you are diabolically opposed to picking up the phone and calling a FSBO, and I would encourage you to gather that courage and actually call them because it's much faster. But let me show you another plan. So this is a brochure that I made. It is my pre-listing package. It took me about a year to plan, write, design, and finally print. And the return, it's been great. It was kind of expensive, but it's been great. With this brochure, I've made well over $1 million in commissions. So what it does is it tells my story. It shows that I'm a family man, and it's a tool that I can drop off. And I actually deliver it in a clear envelope, and I leave this thank you card in it. And it reads, and I'll be quick here, it's very short. It says, "Hi, I'm Nat Wallen. I've been selling homes with Carolina One Real Estate since 1995. I hope you don't mind me delivering this information. Will you take a look and call me with your thoughts?" So there's a call to action. Thank you for your consideration, Nat Wallen. And then in the PS, I said, "Feel free to call me in the evening. I'm up until 10 usually." Now you can deliver something like this, and I put the PS in there because it basically shows that I'm a human being and that I'm available and I actually have a bedtime and I'm just easy to work with, and nobody ever calls me at 10 p.m., but it's just me making myself available, and I just feel it's kind of friendly. You can make your own call there. Sometime I actually say I put the kids to bed between 8 and 9, but I'm available between 9 and 10. And anyway, I just like that. So if you do this, just make sure that it is, high quality and goes above and beyond what other agents in your market will do to promote themselves. It basically will help you build your brand. And if you do this, if you don't want to phone for sale by owners, well, the cream will certainly rise to the top if you do something like this. Okay, I promised I would tell you how to get them to finally pull the trigger with you and not some other agent. So when you meet with them, remember, the goal is to find out where they're going and what their bottom line is. Knowing their motivation really is the key. It will determine how often you should be checking in and what to say to them. So just peppering in things like, I bet I can get you closer to your grandkids before their next birthday, or I bet we can save you from having to rent before your new job starts. Use their motivation as a tool to remind them that they need your help. Now, you're not going to get them all, but remember, people like to do business with people that they know and like and trust. It doesn't have to be a dog and pony show about how great you are in your marketing plan and how great your company is. There is a time and place for that when there's competition, but for now, just be helpful. Prepare a net sheet for them. Now, I actually used this video I made about the hidden seller closing costs in South Carolina. Now, there's another video here on the channel that talks about using video to get listings, and it's very, very effective. And creating assets like this, it helps me scale my business. And again, it sets me apart from the competition because I took the time to do this production, and I'm basically helping people from a distance. And what it does is it lays out a scenario and it explains every single cost, and it sets me apart, like I said. And basically, I'm just providing value, which I like. Now, here's one more little nugget before I go. Ask them while you're there if you can let them know about any new sales or competition that's relevant to their home. This is going to be key. First off, it's non-threatening. And basically what you're doing is you're getting permission to call them and tell them what just got listed or what was just sold around the corner. Now, this is your reason for calling them every single week. And it's permission-based marketing. And this is how you'll get them to choose you when that light switch flips over to needing your help. All right, so the question of the day, and it's a pretty easy one. Do you call for sale by owners? And if so, what is your strategy? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to check the links below for the 9 other videos in the 10 ways to find listings series. It'll help you get more listings, and would love to see you in the next video. And of course, do subscribe, and don't forget to get your free CRM. If you don't already have it, it is amazing. You're gonna love it. It's, like I said, it's free. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.